And here is your audience. And me.
All right. Bullying in school. If a kid consistently picks on another kid, it's called bullying, right? If a group of kids hit, shove, or trip a weaker kid, it's definitely bullying. How about if a child makes fun of the way another child dresses or acts or talks? Although it's not physical, it's definitely bullying. If any one of you attended public school, I can guarantee that you witnessed some form of bullying in your life. And if bullying goes unreported, it can cause some serious problems. Through my research for my class of 4th through 6th grade boys and girls on Wednesday nights at my church and hearing firsthand stories of bullying from them, I feel qualified to talk to you this evening about this topic. Today, or tonight, I will tell you about the laws and statistics and the types of bullying that occur in our school. First being the laws. Schools have enacted different programs for prevention of bullying, one being a sign that we see in schools called the bully-free zone. This program was put into place to bring awareness to students, to kids, to family members about the harmfulness of bullying. And did you also know that in Oklahoma, anti-bullying laws have been put in place since 2002? And these laws require schools to have policies in place to address the prevention of bullying and to educate the kids about bullying and how it happens. So, if this awareness of the statistics and the laws is not enough to convince you that bullying is wrong, let me share some statistics with you. According to research, our 6th through 9th grade boys, there are 60% of these males who were once bullies in their life. They were convicted of at least one crime as adults. And 35 to 40% of these males that were former bullies were convicted of at least 3 felonies before the age of 24. Some adults and some parents, they see bullying as just part of being a kid. But it's a serious problem that leads to many negative effects for the bully, as we've seen, and also for the victim, including suicide. And suicide is the worst that this can get, and the statistics on it are devastating. The suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death among our young adults, and it results in nearly 4,400 deaths in 1 year, according to the CDC. For every suicide among young people, there's at least 100 attempts. Over 14% of high school students have even considered suicide, and almost 7% have actually attempted it. Bully victims are between 2 to 9 times more likely to consider suicide than non-victims, according to a study done at Yale University. Knowing that bullying has reached this point, the point that laws have to be put in place to prevent a child from bullying another child, is unbelievable. And I would now like to go ahead and describe to you the various types of bullying that can occur in our schools. One being the physical bullying. And physical is obviously the aggressive contact and the aggressive contact between the children. And many times the victim, they're afraid to even report it to authorities because they feel like if they say something, it's going to make the bullying worse or the bully will become mad. And so if you see signs of physical bullying, which are signs like cuts and bruises and scrapes and torn clothes and even personal belongings going missing, these are signs that something needs to be addressed. You need to talk to the child and not dismiss it as just children overacting on the playground or games gone wild. Don't dismiss it. Another form of bullying is verbal. This is the name calling. This is when kids are constantly calling each other names, threatening each other, and just ultimately making each other feel bad. And of course, with the new technology that we have, our kids have found a new way to bully each other. Cyberbullying. This is bullying that happens online, in chat rooms, through instant messaging, on mobile phones, and even emails. So in closing, now that I've told you some of the laws, showed you some statistics, and also explained the different types of bullying, I would like to conclude today by saying bullying is wrong, and it can affect a person in many ways. So I hope the next time that you hear of a bullying situation, you will not take it lightly, but encourage the individual to report the incident. Thank you.